all right, YouTubes, we're here to do another draft, and I'm feeling pretty good because I just passed a test for my grad school stuff, so can I get a like on the video just for that? I'm also probably gonna be wearing a different shirt come gameplay time because I just have just enough time to probably draft, probably not do gameplay. Let's get into this. Pack one, pick one. What are we doing? All right, we got Azusa Lost But Seeking, just not a fan of her. She works well with Rada, but that's like the one case I'd probably play her. Uncommons, Angelic Ascension can be great. Unsubstantiate, pretty big fan of that card. Witch's Cauldron. Then we got some removal, we got some good commons. We got Shock here. Oh, I did not mean to click and take that, but I did. I guess, you know, it's not a bad snag. I would have probably preferred to take Angelic Ascension, but here we are. I took it because it matched the color of my shirt, and I'm just feeling so good about passing my test. I don't even care. I'm also drafting pretty late, so if this draft ends up not going so hot, I'm going to say it's because we got all the cutthroat, diehard, super big MTG fans out there. All right, Sanctum of All. Oh my goodness, we could meme the dream of the Shrine deck. Or we take Bolt Hound, which can be a pretty nice aggro card, Chrome Replicator. I just like it in the hope that you get the 4/4 bonus token. Alpine Watchdog, pretty nice 2-drop for the white. I think we just take Bolt Hound. And I don't really have enough resources right now to make the Shrine deck try and work and scrape out a win or two. So I'm just going to take the Bolt Hound. Feline Sovereign can be pretty good too. I just haven't been, for whatever reason, just have not been impressed with this card. Invigorating Surge, I do like that card. It's not too shabby. Then we got Celestial Enforcer. I mean, there's some good commons, good cards, but I think Tolarian Kraken's just the best card in the pack, so I'm gonna take it. Yeah, not all that impressed with what's going on in this pack. I think I'm just gonna take the 2-drop creature above anything else. So there you go, take the Arcanist. All right, Kitesail Freebooter did work for us in our last best of 3 draft that we did, and I am just a huge fan of what this card can do for us. So I'm gonna take that. There's really nothing too exciting in this pack either, so I don't feel like we're passing much, not missing out on anything. Griffin Airy could work if you're in that life gain deck. You get this thing down, you even make like 2-3 tokens. That's just too much to come back from sometimes, and I don't really think there's much else. I haven't played in this archetype yet, but maybe we just give it a gander. Maybe we try it, just staying open, just seeing what kind of synergy cards come our way. Oh man, Daybreak Charger, Watcher of the Spheres is here too. Go for the flying game plan. You know, I'm gonna take Watcher of the Spheres. Maybe we end up in that blue-white Flyers deck again. That could be fun. And Sky Scanner, yeah, Sky Scanner's fine. Sure. I feel like Larcenist can be good. It's dropping on my list of cards I'm excited to have the more I play this format. Secure the Scene can be pretty solid. Warded Battlements, I'm more often than not just really happy to have in play, especially if we have lower curve stuff happening. So I'm going to take the Warded Battlements. All right, I'm just going to rare draft the Shrines card. Who knows? Maybe we see 6 Shrines and I can't help but play and go for the meme dream. I can't. We had so many good cards in that first pack and I just clicked on the Shock. Just absolutely nailed it. Guess we'll take Hobble Fiend. Sure. None of this is exciting. I'm just going to take the Vessel. Sure. Take the Keen Glide Master, sure. We'll take the Double Strike, yeah. Or Defiant Strike, not Double Strike. Pack 2, what do we got? Ooh, Glorious Anthem. You're pretty solid. Although Dub can do work as well. There's some good black removal here. But I feel like Glorious Anthem just works. You just play a ton of creatures, make everything bigger and better. Let's do it. Oh man, we could really try and make the life gain deck work, or we just take the Scorching Dragonfire. This is a deciding point for the draft. Do we lean hard into white, or do we bounce more into red and stick with our removal and such that we have, which is a Shock and a Bolt Hound? I feel like the more responsible choice is the Dragonfire, but I just can't help myself. I want to try and make the life gain thing work, which Faith's Fetters helps us do. Another Grasp of Darkness. Could have picked up some good black removal, but we're going to go with Face Fetters. We're leaning more into red. We don't know what, we're leaning more into white. Anyway, we don't know what the second color is. Could go Shock. I'm actually going to take the Concordia Pegasus because I don't know how confident I feel about ending up in red right now. Gadrick, why is he in this pack still? He just seems like a solid card. Why would we not take a good 3-drop? I know the chances of it attacking aren't great, but the fact that we could have just a 5/4 flying hanging out, I'm gonna take Gadrick here. All right, we're going to start leaning into the white-red deck a bit more. Let's cut the blue and the black. Wow. And we get Seasoned Hollowblade this late? Okay, white is way more open than apparently I realized. There's some, I'd be happy with Swift Response, a second Pegasus, Sky Scanner. There's a lot of stuff still good in this pack. But we'll take the Hollowblade. Can't pass up like the best uncommon in the set. Or I guess one of the best white uncommons in the set. Maybe let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Transmogrify. I do not like this card. Alpine Watchdog. I do really like this card. Spellgorge Weird is my favorite red common. Not saying it's the best, just my favorite. But I'm gonna take the Watchdog just because the 2-drop is nothing to scoff at. All right, this pack I'm not super excited about, and I'm actually going to start rare drafting a bit more just to help with the gem situation, although Pitchburn Devils may end up being something we need. But no, I'm just going to take Karavik. We're going to rare draft. You can't stop me. Yeah, we'll take a dub. We can always use dub. Dub is underrated. Dub is one of those cards that's definitely going up for me. I'm going to take another 2-drop with... Ooh, how many? Let's look at the curve real quick. Yeah, we can use more 2-drops. Take the 2-drop. We'll take the Combat Trick with Sure Strike. Oh, another... How are all 3 of these in the pack? I would take all 4 of these cards. That's crazy to me. Shock this late? Wow, and dub and another Bullhound. Oh my... Okay, well, white-red is open this draft. Oh my goodness. I actually don't know what to take. Do we take a second Charger or a second Pegasus? Oh, and Griffin Area we probably got to cut because there's just no chance that's going to work. Yeah, let's take the Charger. Oh my goodness. And here's Pegasus. Wow. Wow, white-red is kind of open. Sure, Rambunctious Mutt. Let's do it. All right, unfortunately, no rare for us here. Heroic Intervention is a fantastic card for those green commander decks that we're not playing because this is a draft. I don't think we need Unleash Fury. A card has largely unimpressed me. Tempered Veteran could maybe work, but that's just we don't have any ways to put counters on stuff. So I guess we just take the Watchdog. I mean, I like Tempered Veteran, but we have no way to put counters on stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna take the Watchdog. Oh my goodness, another dub? Okay, I think everything's looking good so far, but you throw a dub on Concordia Pegasus. Now you got a 3/5 flying first strike. That can just be too good. I really would like a bit more action going on, but maybe Goblin Wizardry just works. We got a good amount of combat tricks. Let's go with that. All right, here we're just seeing just solid cards. For other colors, not so much for us, but maybe we take Warded. Nah, I like Thrill of Possibility. I want to get one of those in this deck. So we do have some prowess. We do have some spells matter type stuff. Gale Swoop, for sure, we'll take you. Havoc Jester, we have no way to really sacrifice anything or make use of that. So I'm just gonna rare draft here. We did it. Ooh, Gaggle Master. Yeah, we'll take that. I think that works quite well for us because we have a good amount of flyers. Ooh, a second Watcher of the Spheres. Okay, I'm gonna take Turn to Slag, help us get some more removal going. All right, for this one, I'm going to take a Fury of the Bitten. I'm not sure exactly what our final cuts will be, but at least it gives me an option of a new card. Hobble Fiend, we like to trample. All right, we'll take the Bone Pit Brute. I don't think we're going to play anything in there. I guess we'll take another Fury of the Bitten. Take the Arsonist. I do like Arsonist with Hobble Fiend. Sometimes that just feels really nice when you can sacrifice and ping their Siege Striker or something that's low toughness. All right, for cuts, we are at 49. This is feeling like a 16 land deck, and that leaves us with really 8 non-creatures, 16 creatures, because Goblin Wizardry is 1. This is our final deck. Fingers crossed. Let's go. All right, this isn't the perfect starting hand, but we're on the draw. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. If we hit that 3rd land, boom, there it is. Thank you, deck. That's what we're looking for. Alright, and then next turn, the plan is to hopefully attack with Hobble Fiend, trade, throw down Gadrick, and then be A-okay. Alright, there will be no trading today. Could really use Shock, though, just to help keep Gadrick up, because this thing having Death Touch makes me kind of nervous. All right, yeah, I'm gonna play Bolt Hound, and we're gonna get a little aggressive here. Don't know how ideal this is, but with Gadrick, I'm curious. Oh, interesting. They're gonna block. Okay, so they take some trample, and we get to keep our Bolt Hound around. I'm not completely upset with that. I guess they're thinking they can just chump block stuff or just gain life with Radiant Fountain. Okay. The old Cetizen training on a Saproling token. Alrighty. Interesting. Okay, so here we're just gonna pass on their end step, play Wizardry, and then we get to attack and have Sure Strike with prowess tokens, and we can play Daybreak Charger. So next turn, hopefully we can get in for a good amount of damage. Let's see what they're doing here. They do nothing. All right, so they have to have Finishing Blow. I assume that's why they're not doing anything right now. Oh man, Seasoned Hollowblade, interesting, interesting. All right, let's Daybreak Charger. Of course, give it to one of the tokens. Next to combat, and now, depending on what they want to do here, I'm assuming they're gonna like Finishing Blow Bolt Hound or something. I'll trade token for token. Okay, sure. They did nothing with 5 mana. Peculiar. Very peculiar. Now I just wait and see what they have all this mana for. Colossal Dreadmaw, or the old Warden of the Woods. Something big. That's what Faith's Fetters will be for, and then hopefully we can just keep getting in for damage and win the race. I also wouldn't mind a 5th land. Hey, there it is, Colossal Dreadmaw. See, we knew something big was coming. My turn. Yeah, so we just gotta do this. Now the bummer's gonna be, though, if they just keep playing big stuff. Like, that's gonna be hard to keep up with. Got him down to 6. And then, I guess, well, next turn, if they only play one big thing, though, we, I think, get in and have lethal. All right, I'm glad they're attacking. Sure Strike could be the surefire way to make sure. How does it... I feel like every time I play aggro, someone's got one of these ridiculous plays for us that we are not a huge fan of. I'm going to be honest. Okay, but next turn, depending on what happens, well, here we go. We got Gadrick, we got Seasoned Hollowblade. Eventually this thing will be able to attack. And if we hit a land, we can just Gale Swooper, give this flying, attack for 6 in the air. Ooh. All right, we're going to go to combat. We're going to attack. And then they have to block or else they just lose. So we can get rid of that. Something's going to die. We get a treasure token. And we can still play out Glorious Anthem. And now next turn, yep, Gale Swooper, flying, swing for 4 in the air. Oh no, not lifelink. We don't want that. That's not great. But hopefully they just block here and we can get rid of this so we don't have to worry about block. Oh no, I guess Gadrick is a good blocker for it. All right, we just have some inevitability though with Gadrick here. It's not ideal with them gaining life. But there you go. Gale Swooper. Get after it. We're going to give your Dreadmaw flying. Would it have been better? Yeah, I guess it... well, it depends. Like, if they have Hunter's Mark in their hand, that's why I want to get that off the board. Because then if that gets to attack something, gain 5, kill our Gadrick, that's not good. But I guess if they had that, they could use Colossal Dreadmaw anyway to get it off the board. I don't know. We're just waiting. We're just going to draw Shock. We're going to hit him for 8. Shock him down. We're good. Burl Fist Oak. Alright, so the question here is, do we attack with Hollowblade and keep that around? Or do we play Battlement so that we can attack for 5 in the air? And the answer is no, we attack and make them have to block. Not ideal, but again gets Gadrick one treasure closer to being able to attack. Or we let Hollow Blade die there, right? That would have gotten us 2 treasures. I mean, I'm feeling okay, but we got no idea what they have. All they gotta do is slap down Vivian, and then we are a hurting unit. Or they play something like that. I mean, even that's not a big deal though, because we just attack in with Hollow Blade, and if they play it, they only have 1 black mana up. They're probably kicking themselves for not keeping 2 up. That's what I'm trying to say. All attack. Next to blockers. We're gonna keep doing this. You've seen it before. Seasoned Hollowblade is just a seasoned veteran. He's not going down for nothing. Now Gadrick can attack. All right, come on. Let's see the scoop. We've got 2 shocks in our deck as well. They're about to play a Death Toucher, and we've got 3 lethal creatures. So they can, I'm assuming they can get 2 creatures down. And if that's the case, well, we could be in trouble. The old Pestilent Haze. Not sure exactly why they did that, but Fetid Imp, okay. And then, yep, just say good game. Man, playing 2 of those Pestilent Hazes. It's a smart move though with their deck. That works for their build. But thankfully, starting this off with a win. I gotta get some sleep now. We'll be back. All right, let's keep this thing going. Here's Elspeth, looking stoic, looking to keep us winning. Ooh, not a huge fan of this hand, but I feel like we got 3 lands, we got a Sky Scanner, even though we're trying to be aggro. Not the most aggressive hand. Let's see what happens. Could really use a white land, and our deck definitely helped us out in the last game. Here we go. Come on, come on. Ooh, the old white-black Tavern Swindler. I'm gonna play the Sky Scanner. Maybe we just dub Sky Scanner and call it a day. Or we just don't draw any more land. That's not gonna be good for us. Wow, they didn't swindle. They attacked. That's not normal. Hey, it's our favorite card ever. Alright, definitely bummed to not hit a land there. So this is gonna work out all bad for us, but we'll try it. Okay, there we go. Now, what do we do? We can play 2 things. We could play Daybreak Charger just to have something to trade with the Tavern Swindler, and then we can Sure Strike to make sure we get rid of their Siege Striker, but I'm not sure how likely that is. I'm just going to keep up the Sure Strike, and then have Goblin Wizardry as well, depending on what they want to attack with and such. And if we hit a 5th land, Goblin Wizardry with a dub and a Sure Strike just means we got some bigger tokens to attack in with. Hey, we have that card in our deck, although doesn't really matter because ours isn't in play right now. Resolve. So right now they don't have any life gain. This has double strike. So let's do this. Not ecstatic about this, but at least we get that off the board. Okay. So... Concordia Pegasus can just block that thing indefinitely, but it uses our only white land. We have so many white spells. I guess the best use of our mana is Goblin Wizardry, and we'll just kind of cross our fingers and hope it works out. Glorious Anthem, how glorious. Gale Swooper. Yep. Alright, we may have just fallen too far behind on this one. Down to 4. We need a way to take out a flyer. Okay, well. We only play 1 white card. And that ain't gonna do it. Jeez, oh Pete's. Alright, well that was an awkward restart to this game. Alright, I guess we'll chalk that up to another non-game. This looks like a solid starting hand. We have, I don't know, how do we not have any more 2-drops? There's so many 2-drops in this deck, and we don't start with any. But at least we got both colors. Land. But I feel like once you start playing, like, you can't stop. You just gotta stick with it, because, like, we won our first game, and then I had to take a break, and now it's like, uh-oh, what's gonna happen next? Yeah, you can't lose that momentum. That's what I'm getting at. But Hobblefiend's here. Thanks for showing up and being our sweet 2-drop. And then next turn, depending on what happens here, I don't want to use turn 3 to just shock that thing, so I'm going to play Warded Battlements. Although maybe I should have shocked that thing just to hold them up. Alright, I'm going to attack. See if they want to block. They don't, so they do want to ramp. Okay. And then next turn, we can play Bolt Hound, shock that thing. That's a good card. At least we have removal for it, but it's going to be a turn late. Unfortunately. Alright, so instead, we're just going to pass. And then on their end step, Goblin Wizardry. On our turn to slag this thing. Call it a day. Hopefully call it a day. No blocks. Oh, that's a good... All the Land War Visionaries. Not too shabby. Oh boy. Alright, play that. My turn. Oh, Fate's Fetter's pretty nice. Just because we can slap it down on this, and it essentially just gets rid of it. I'll attack. Oops, that's kind of a miscalculation on my part. Surely you want to get rid of the Hobblefiend. There you go. Alright. Next turn we can Faith's Fetters this, shock that, attack for 2. Oh my gosh. Das no bueno. That's really no bueno. So I guess the play would have been shocking the Land War Visionary. That's definitely ramped them out quicker than we can keep up with. So we got 6 mana and cast 2 things. Faith's Fetters on this. And then I feel like that's kind of our only play right now. Get in for 3. End the turn. I guess you don't want to be in the aggro deck and draw 6 spells and 6 land. That's not gonna be great. The old Fierce Empeth. Alright, well that's just really good against what we're doing, which is just trying to get on the board and attack. Could use our flyer, that would be super helpful. There's Colossal Dreadmaw. Oh my goodness, okay. So we'll play Bolt Hound. And wait to see if they want to blow something up. I don't know what they could do right now. Alright, we're just gonna try and get rid of that now, because then this lets us get in for some damage. Although they could definitely sacrifice Thrashing Brontodon. Okay. I mean, that's pretty much a game at this point. Man, they just have so many cards over us, and we've drawn more land than the red-green deck. Got it. Okay. Good game. Alright, can we please stop losing like this? This is terrible. This hand's... It's good because we have Seasoned Hollowblade on turn 2. But yo, this is rough. That was just a... It wasn't a flood game, but I don't know if you can win a game when you draw 7-8 lands, or like 7 lands, 7 spells in an aggro deck like this. Unfortunate. But I think the argument would be I need to shock the Visionary so that I can prevent them from ramping out, and that allows me to just keep getting for damage. That was probably the change I could have made to my game plan. Oh, they got the fancy lands. All right, now if we could please get a red land, that would be immensely helpful to what we're trying to do. But I'll also just take any land to get warded battlements down. That'd be nice. All right, Tempered Veteran does nothing to really concern me, but now we don't hit our land again. Huge fan of that. I'm kidding, I'm not a huge fan of that. Let's see if they want to block. They do. So we'll trade Hobble Fiend for it. Get rid of that and play out Concordia Pegasus. Feels good. Feels terrible, actually. Ooh, the old Siege Striker. Red land? Nope, not even close. And try and get in for 6. May just have to discard Gadrick here if they block, because that's the one we're least likely to play. Because if we draw a red land, I'm probably just going to want to shock this thing. Or just play Warded Battlements, or we can dub our Pegasus. Either way. Alright, nice. They don't block at all. They just take 6. That's what we want to see. Just take all the damage. Pride Malkin, that's pretty good. It will make shock even better once we finally draw it. So we're going to take our own 6 damage here. Don't mind if we do. My turn. That's going to be my signature move for this season, is every time a draw comes that's awful like that, I'm just going to put my head down and think, how is this happening? Alright, that could be risky because we don't know what they're going to play here on turn 4. But all we need is our 3rd land, and we are golden. Basri's Lieutenant. Nice, because now I can't even shock Siege Striker. Although I can Faith's Fetters it, but we're multiple turns away from that. So we're taking 8 here, I assume. Or maybe they're going to keep this up as a blocker. Okay. Take 6. My turn. So Seasoned Hollowblade, awesome. Gets to become a blocker now. That's where we want it to be. And now we just wait. We wait for our inevitable demise. Ooh, the Skoos, which will be a problem because we've discarded creatures, but now we want to make sure we don't discard creatures. And this thing has trample now, so actually we might just lose because of Siege Striker. Please don't tap anything. Awesome. So we gotta do this, and then if they pump it, we lose. We'll discard. Oh my gosh, this is so unfortunate. Is our draft already over that quickly? There's... Yep. I don't get it. Okay, well, man, I don't even know how to react to that. It's just really, really frustrating to have a good draft, to have a good first game, and then everything just fall off a cliff like that and feel like you just lost 1,000, 1,500 gems, whatever it is, to just awful luck yet again. You know, I would think I'd have dumb luck and win 4 or 5 games at some point where I shouldn't have. Instead of having to claw tooth and nail for every win, it's just been a really frustrating best of 1 season. So I think I'm just going to move to best of 3, focus on those, because those seem to go far better than what best of 1 has been doing for us. So with that, if you watched to this point, thanks. I hope you enjoyed it in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to look at it and just try and figure out how can I be playing better? How can I change what I'm doing and hope the Arena Shuffler will stop picking on me? Even though I know it's not, it's just bad luck. It is variance. It is what it is. But yeah, best of one, it just doesn't feel like I'm not having fun playing best of one. So I'm going to quit playing best of one until either a new set comes out or something changes, and just try and enjoy drafting a bit more the old traditional way with best of 3. So yeah, that's going to do it for me in this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Peace.